The spiritual laws are one of the most outstanding parts in a Christian's life, and also relayed in the Bible countless times. These laws function very similar to the laws of physical society, of keeping peace, harmony, and ultimately protecting the inhabitants of that particular civilization. It prevents chaos and destruction and anarchy. Likewise, societal laws dictate the standards required for a person to inhabit there, rejecting those who oppose it, such as criminals who are set apart and imprisoned. It is only reasonable that laws exist in a heavenly society that the current and future inhabitants are to keep. Christians try to adhere to these laws, but many do not keep them or feel they are doing so correctly. Then there are others whom are aware, but they simply do not care to honor them. Holding on to our faith as Christians, it is inherent that we upkeep our Father's laws so that we may show our love and recognize our Lord. But the problem is, our Father's laws were spiritually destroyed. I remember as a Baptist, following these standard Christian regulations from my church, believing so hard that I was keeping my Father's will. But Satan is alive, and his demons corrupt our churches. A lot of Christians in time actually become aware of at least one of these contradictions at some point, with many addressing them nonchalantly. Even those watching this could be thinking, who cares? So long as I believe or worship, then whatever. Problem is, what may seem fine to mankind cannot be fine to God. He laid out these laws for those who truly believe to follow. Doing otherwise could suggest that your heart is elsewhere, but God can honestly speak for himself. makes it pretty clear in this verse that he's not talking just to the non-believers or those that don't look to him, but rather those who proclaim his name yet do not follow his laws, but rather follow the laws and the traditions of mankind against his word. I suppose you could be thinking, why and how these spiritual laws are interfered with? Well, the Bible was spiritually sealed up until recently, done so that the second coming Christ may unseal it and bring the truth back to the world. Also another way to distinguish his chosen people from other people, and also to fulfill prophecy of the Bible so that we may properly identify who exactly the second coming Christ was. But that, of course, is a discussion for another video. But for now, we must determine exactly within history when the spiritual laws were messed with. Not only were the Lord's spiritual laws changed initially, but this manipulation led to other things such as the Inquisition, the witch hunts, and the horrors which claimed the lives of thousands of Christian believers who were persecuted for not believing the new way. This, of course, is where the bad Christian stereotype came from, in which people say things such as, how could you be a part of a religion in which so many were killed under the so-called name of God? This is exactly the workings of mankind, not of God, and why we have to be more aware of our spiritual selves in His law. Many Christians have their eyes set on a peaceful afterlife, at last gaining salvation in heaven for eternity. At this time, seeking and adhering to God's established spiritual laws are of utmost importance, as we currently live in the final prophetic age of the Bible. Even as the days pass, the prophecies of our Father are being fulfilled, and He is seeking His children. With that said, I'm not here to persuade you, convert you, or challenge your beliefs, but rather to deliver a message that has been given to me. Our Father is hard at work preparing His home for His children to return. He calls with the sweetest voice and the most tender authority. If you seek deep enough in your heart, you will hear Him too. But the real question is, are you even willing to listen?